What could possibly disturb the peace of a small medieval village in west-central France? Robots, and the students who created them. Every year in May, they come in their thousands to Ferté-Bernard for 5 days of frantic competition. Welcome to Eurobot, the European Robotic Cup. Eurobot is the logical outcome of the successful French Robotic Cup competition between French universities. This event was first held in 1994 and is intended for students and fervent devotees of robotics. The primary characteristics of this cup, and what makes it so difficult, is the fact that the robots are totally autonomous. Once they're launched onto the playing field, there's no way of influencing their progress. The robots have to figure out what to do for themselves. How to find the target, fight the enemy, pick up objects, score goals or burst balloons. And time is very limited as the matches last only 90 seconds. To make the game more complicated, the rules are changed every year. Based on current events, the competition can be between football robots, basketball robots, Conqueror of Planets robots, knightly robots who must charge fortified castles, or even, as in the first French Robotic Cup held, sumo wrestler robots. Eurobot is also and especially a real educational project. The rules, which are the same for the national cups and the European final, are published every year in September, so the students have 9 months in which to perfect their robots. This way, building the robot can be an element of the teaching program under the supervision of university lecturers. The motivation is to apply what they learn in class. It's really clever to be able to make a robot that moves and to present it at this show here in France. This is even more important for the Italians.
If we have a good position in the classific, our teacher, our professor that is with us, promise us not to do the exam.
In addition to the competitive events, these gatherings encourage exchanges between the different national teams. They provide an opportunity to confront skill and scientific knowledge. Everyone wants more of it. It was a great experience. You learn a lot. For us, it's really fantastic.
Very good for scientific to get it in the public like this. A lot of people is interested in robotics, and this is a very good way of pronouncing.
I like it very much here in France. The trip was very long, 14 hours by car.
There are so many people, it's good being here just. I think that's the most important.
But you hope to win?
Of course.
Even the prestigious MIT, the United States Massachusetts Institute of Technology, has come to compete against the Europeans.
We like to build interesting robots, we like to have fun designing things, and it's nice to meet people from different countries and learn about engineering in different places.
Every year, Eurobot welcomes a maximum of 3 teams from each participating country. The pre-selection of the teams is by way of national qualifying cups that have already taken place in Belgium, in Spain, France, Serbia, Montenegro, and Switzerland. And soon they'll be held in other European countries as well. Eurobot is also an open competition, welcoming devotees of robots from all countries, such as this Algerian team. We're very happy to have made it to the finals on our first time here. It's magnificent, magnificent. The rules are very clear as to the goals to be attained. The dimensions of the table and the robots are stipulated, but there is still plenty of freedom for imagination, and the students make good use of it. For example, during one previous competition, the opponent's castles had to be knocked down. One team, determined to create something different from projectile-throwing robots or attack machines, built a robot that protected its own castle while it made the games table vibrate. None of the other castles was left standing until the next day's match, when a competing team changed the strategy for its robot overnight. This one has turned defender rather than attacker. Surprise, surprise! The rival's night's work has borne fruit. It protects its own towers, one more than that of the vibrating robot, and wins the victory. The simplest of robots mix with creations that have set more than one experienced engineer dreaming. Besides a walking robot or a rolling robot, here's a machine equipped with 2 metric lasers. The first laser enables the robot to pinpoint the balls on the game table precisely, while the second laser makes a high-precision launch possible. The launch calculation can even include the rebound of the ball. More than 20 countries have taken part in the Eurobot competition since it was first set up. As an educational project, Eurobot is more than a major annual scientific and technical gathering for students from top European universities. It is also a permanent forum, kept going all year round by exchanges of views through a dedicated internet site.